Would you imagine that the Bills would have won that game? Amazing. I mean, I didn't get a video up. I recorded one, but I couldn't. I was at home in Buffalo. I recorded these from Ithaca College. That's where I go to school. But I was at home in Buffalo, and my internet at home is a lot slower than it is here, so couldn't get it up. It was taking way too long. But I picked the Bills to lose. I said they were going to lose 24-10, and they won 16-13 in overtime, making me sweat. But they're going to be the reason I go gray at a young age. They really are. But it's a W. I wouldn't have drawn it up exactly that way. That Ryan Fitzpatrick was going to come in. That Mark Sanchez was going to throw 5 picks. Wouldn't have thought that. But you know what? They won. They're 2-4, and I'm also 2-4 in my picks with these guys. I was right the first 2 weeks. They would lose to New England. They would beat Tampa Bay, but I've been wrong ever since. WRONG wrong. But it is what it is. Hopefully this week I'm Johnny on the spot. Playing Carolina. We don't know where they're going. John Fox. Maybe he'll coach his team next year. We don't know. Let's not jump to conclusions. Carolina is an inconsistent team at best. A very inconsistent team. They have Jake Delhomme at quarterback, and I just heard the funniest thing. He throws more picks than Karl Malone. I thought that was pretty funny. Credit WGR 550 AM radio for that one. But the guy is just a disease of turnovers. I mean, just can't hold on the ball. And the Bills are 4th against the pass, which I like. Unfortunately, the Bills are 32nd, that's dead last, against the run. And, oh yeah, the Panthers have D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart. Fantastic. And Kyle Williams, I keep hearing, isn't going to play. That's not good. Spencer Johnson's okay. I mean, is he going to have an immediate impact? Probably not, but hopefully. Terrence McGee, is he going to play? No, like I said before, his nickname is Game Day. I think he'll play. I think he'll be out there. Whitner, I don't know. Scott, I don't know. These guys are practicing or they're chilling. And Dick Duran never tells you anything clear, so it's just a guessing game at this point. Who's going to play. But you know what? Panthers can't really game plan then, so we'll see how it goes. Like I said, scratch that. If Thomas Jones ran for 200 some odd whatever, and as a team the Jets ran for 304 yards or something ridiculous, what are Williams and Stewart going to do on Sunday? 350? 400 maybe? I don't know. I feel like they're going to control the ball pretty well. But let's switch over to the Bills offense because you know what? There's a new face. Ryan Fitzpatrick from Harvard. I'm not his biggest fan. He did not play very well with Cincinnati. But they were 0-8 like when he took over. I don't know when Palmer went down. I can't really remember. But they were 0-8 at a point, and they finished 4-11-1. So they did something right. Maybe that'd be Cedric Benson. Like I said, Fitzpatrick threw like 8 touchdowns in 12 games. So I guess they were 0-4 when Palmer went down. But wasn't that much. He didn't complete that many of his passes. He didn't throw for that many yards. He ran a lot. And I'm not impressed. A lot of people are on this guy's case because he had one good game with the Rams in like 2003 where he threw for like 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. But, I mean, I'm not that impressed. But you know what? What did impress me was the fact that he won. He was on the road, down 10, comes into a game, throws a nice strike to Evans. Apparently slants are in the playbook. Yeah, get excited because slants are in the playbook. But Evans splits his coverage, runs for a touchdown. Beautiful. Beautiful. The pick he threw, garbage. Absolutely trash. But, they won. So I can't have that big of a gripe there. Defense played well, forced 5 picks. Awesome. But again, let's go offense here. Carolina, not that great against the run either. So give him a heavy dose, throw it right back at him. Lynch and Jackson. Jackson and Lynch. Fast and the Furious. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Fitzpatrick to throw the ball that much. Chris Gamble's a good corner. Julius Peppers is a good defensive end. You know, maybe he's been quiet this year, but against Jamon Meredith or Demetrius Bell, he could wreak havoc. Please don't let him do that. Don't want to see that at all. And please start Jamon Meredith anyway over Jonathan Scott. Not Jonathan Scott, not the answer. Jamon Meredith, probably not the answer, but he's better than Jonathan Scott. And the line held up all right. I'm not going to get into a huge quarterback controversy right now because when Trent went down, even though the line collapsed on him, but the line played all right. And maybe Trent is making the line look worse than it actually is. I can't really say that. But Trent is still the quarterback. This coaching staff loves Trent. I think him and Dick Duran are directly related because they sound exactly the same when they talk. They're both very politically correct. They will go out of their way to not answer your question. But Trent's still a guy. He was 5 for 5 when he left that game. 3 of those passes were to wide receivers. Kept in check down. Oh well. It's not that bad that much. You know, Bills fans, they keep turning on quarterbacks. You know, they turned on Bledsoe. They turned on JP. Now they're turning on Trent. I know it's frustrating that we don't make the playoffs. It is. And the quarterback is the easiest guy to blame, and the coach. Quarterback, coach, easiest guys to blame. And you know what? It probably is their fault. But I still want them to win. I don't want them to fail just because it might mean the end of this regime. I'm going to root for them to win every week, even much as the garbage I saw against Miami, the garbage I saw against New Orleans. I'm still going to root for them to win, and maybe that's exactly what Ralph Wilson wants me to do. But you know what? Love the team too much. Can't help it. That being said, Carolina, they're going to beat the Bills. Got to stick with this, right? Picked the Bills to lose last week, finally, and they won. Only 2 times I picked the Bills to lose, they've lost by 1, and then they won. So I'm going to pick them to lose. Because realistically, I think they are going to lose to Carolina. Delhomme will probably make some mistakes, as he usually does. Or he'll look like a Pro Bowler. Because most guys look like a Pro Bowler against the Bills. Like Chris Chambers. Total random example right there. But Chris Chambers was a decent receiver with Miami. And now he's died, basically, in San Diego. But when he plays the Bills, he's like a Hall of Famer. Anyway, sorry to go off on that tangent. Carolina just has more firepower on offense than the Bills do. They have less, I'm not going to say less questions. I mean, well, I guess less questions. Even though Delhomme is turnover prone, we don't know how Fitzpatrick is going to respond in the starting role in Buffalo and yada yada. So I would say they have less questions because they have more of a solidified lineup. Defensively, they have less questions because they don't have as many injuries as we do. So all around, and they're at home. All around, I just think they're just a better team right now. I think they're going to beat the Bills. Probably 24-17. 24-17. Bills will score some points. Carolina's not that great. But Carolina's going to score more points because they're going to control the ball with the run. That's what they're going to do. Because they can. All right? I want you guys to enjoy this game. I don't want it to sit through another trashy Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams go nuts week. So, guys, enjoy the game on Sunday. If you're a Bills fan, you know, root for him. Root for Ryan. Root for Dick, even. Maybe Dick will get in somebody's face. But it's unlikely. It's about as likely as the fact that the Bills are going to win. So, Bills will lose, drop to 2-5, and maybe getting a little ugly. Houston next week. Enjoy the game, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Peace.